The West Berkshire Peace and Integration Forum aims to bring together a wide diversity of people in the Newbury area who have a common interest in and passion for community building. Cultural and belief differences as well as similarities are explored, together within an environment of respect and trust. This makes for times of vibrant debate and challenge, which is exciting. Some of the themes the forum has explored are social unconditioning, forgiveness, the role of Britain in Palestine, Christian encounters with Buddhism, perspectives on Muhammad, how do I get transformed, and our response to extremism. In October 2016, the forum was featured as one of the events of the Thatcham Festival. The issue of how easily we demonise the other was explored. Howard Grace introduced the keynote speaker, Marina Cantacuzino. She's the founder of the internationally acclaimed Forgiveness Project. This set the scene with many poignant examples, where the key to the way forward was for adversaries to walk in each other's shoes.
I have another friend who is a Palestinian, a Muslim from Gaza. And he said about the conflict between the Palestinian people and the Israelis, we are both trapped in our own narratives. And that's what we want to explore this afternoon.
Because I think we're living at a time where hate is just so easily magnified through social media, and where whole groups are just dehumanised and demonised in a split second. So we've now collected 150 stories. We have had exhibitions in 14 countries, seen by 70,000 people. We've also developed a restorative justice programme called Restore, which has been in 15 prisons and is facilitated by a victim of crime and an ex-offender, modelling a restorative process, if you like, by leading the courses and also helping prisoners, offenders, change the narrative of their own lives. Sometimes forgiveness is the only tool we have to prevent old wounds and grievances being passed from one generation to the next. If we do not transform our pain, we will most assuredly transmit it.
I'm one of thousands of people who walked away without injury, and I'm extremely lucky. I subscribe to Han Kung's notion that there can be no peace among nations without peace among religions, and there can be no peace among religions without dialogue among religions.
More recently, Musa's brother, Muslim, Nigerian, has been killed by Boko Haram. So you can imagine what he's been through in his spirit.
In the schools that we went to, often young people were struck by our combination. Howard being, I don't know if it's right to put it, an old, no, elderly British Englishman, and me, relatively young Nigerian Muslim. Yeah, the question always they wanted to know was whether you have to be religious to forgive. But what we always told them was, it was innate in us. And by forgiving, you are really setting yourself free. Because by not forgiving, you are imprisoning yourself.
Thank you, Musa. It's been a really rich experience for me to have this friendship with somebody completely different to myself.
Agape love has the best interest of the other in mind. Always. It's been a favourite saying of mine in all sorts of circumstances. People are not there to be liked, they're there to be loved. It's a love which Jesus teaches his disciples to show even to their enemies.
I hope you're getting the idea that we are a really diverse group of people who may think very differently to each other but have a common heart for the community.
I've grown up in Thatcham basically all my life, went to Kent School, went to University of Warwick, I studied psychology, and now I'm part of the Vodafone graduate scheme. So today I'm just going to talk to you quite briefly about my journey as a Muslim woman. I couldn't be a good Muslim woman whilst trying to integrate and fit in with everyone. I had to drink and party, continuously question myself, how can I be a good Muslim woman? How can I be a good Muslim woman and be successful and do all the things that I want to in my life? I was lucky enough to have parents who never pushed me into anything. They never forced me to wear hijab. They never forced me to pray. They never forced me to read the Quran. The take-home message is that hatred for yourself fuels hatred for other people.
I would suggest we break up into 7 groups, and if you can just move your chairs around.
So Mara was talking about how she was in conflict with herself because she wanted to be a Muslim but also wanted to be in with all her friends as well, and I didn't understand that because as an atheist I've never felt like that. They've had the same message and about forgiveness and forgiving people, but they were coming from completely different religions. We spoke about if you were in the same shoes as the person that committed a crime, you would probably do the same thing, which just shows that it's not the person, it's often the situation they're put in.
Sharing and engaging with each other, and it would be great to get that out into the community, get more of the youth and students involved.
I think we've been given a really wide range of people's experiences. The issues that have been raised and people's experiences relate to other people in a way which encourages human beings to get on with each other more effectively in daily life.
So, who wants to start? Here you go.
We had a question from our group which was, is anything unforgivable?
Is anything unforgivable?
So one of our stories is someone who was in Auschwitz and has forgiven the Nazis, and she gets a lot of hostility over call. She says she does it for herself.
It depends on the individual. My brother was killed on, I think, 30th of September 2012 in one of the attacks Boko Haram carried out in northern Nigeria. The question is, like I've said before, do these people go away without any punishment in the end? In the book I'm writing, one of the arguments I've had is that the government has to devise a framework for bringing these people to justice.
Interpretation or the misinterpretation of religion be a cause for hatred.
The actual problem starts when the people who want political gains use or misuse the people from the conservative groups who misinterpret or conservatively interpret the religion. That's where the boundaries between religion and politics become vague.
Why would I hate somebody? Is it because I don't know them, I don't know anything about them, I haven't engaged? Is it actually my problem? That's what I would want to be asking myself.
I feel it's really important to develop empathy, to be able to put yourself in the other person's shoes, whoever they are and whatever they're saying.
What do you think, from a personal point of view, is the first step that we might each take to address the...
I suppose the answer to your question personally would be that everything that we think and every action that we take to question ourselves every step of the way